It's week 3 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' sure-handed wide receiver. He was highly productive in last week's game, nearly reaching 170 yards. It's the Saints and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
The Saints offense coming in at 0-2, trying to get things going after a sluggish start. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie wide receiver. Off to a bit of a slow start here in the early going. What do you make of that? A problem, or am I reading too much into that?
I don't think you're reading too much into it, but I think we need a bigger sample size. It's only been a couple of games so far. People know he's talented, so they'll kick coverages in his direction. Let's give him some time and see if he can really get going, because I think he's got the potential to be a big-time player.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Carr now to throw. And that's incomplete. The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it again with Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Running with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Lucas Van Ness, a first-rounder from Iowa, there on the tackle. And you look at this Packers defense, and they've been very... They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an Escalade.
So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead,
out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run. This is Kamara. Nifty move. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 60 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense and your
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, throw it behind him. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into...
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made it happen.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Kamara. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Carr completes it, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. And they'll turn to Kamara. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, it's been a good start to the season for him. He's still kind of getting used to a new terminology, new playbook, new quarterback, you name it. But he's certainly been solid in his first month, and he's got a first down.
Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Williams going to get it again on second down.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Throwing now is Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the game.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Pushing through the contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Throwing on first down is Carr.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package. Lots.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on.